Okay, there. Make sure everything's up. Check the mystery store in the meantime. Yeah, I could definitely feel it, just sort of like my sinus problems. Spring is upon us. And it's only gonna get worse. I feel it. Feel it in my nasal cavities. Yeah, people without allergies, like, I wonder how they live. They're probably like, oh, spring is coming. Well, the nice little flowers and bees. Not me. I'm like, spring. Oh, damn it. Yeah, for the past like few days, I've been trying to do this one game called like the one Disodia game. This a gacha game apparently now. I've been trying to do it. But I've been re-rolling first. I was like, I'll re-roll. And I think the character... Actually, I was surprised for like, there's like the speed characters apparently, Lightning's one. I thought they would do that for Riku, but apparently she's not. She's going to be just like a support character, which is very weird. But either way, I was like, oh, okay, I guess I need a hairpin, make a group, but then I could just use Riku later on. So I don't really care about, like, let me see, what? Oh, that's actually kind of a difficult thing. I got a feeling that if they put Auron in the game, they're going to make him weak. War of the Visions already did it. And how the game is going right now, just kind of like the feel of those like Dissidia duel, whatever hell it's called. I don't think it's gonna last like that long. Like, I may be wrong, but I don't think it's gonna be one of those like, no, like, oh, this game has staying power. I don't think it's one of those. Like, Square Enix is gonna try to like, no. That's why I'm putting zero money into the game. Because Square Enix is kind of known for like dropping any of their gacha games, or like they drop it very fast. So it's like, to me, it's like no point in doing that. And this, like there's certain games you could kind of, when you play, like, oh, this one has staying power. This one, I don't think it does. I mean, I could be wrong. Like, I could be as wrong as I was for Marathon. Marathon looks better than what I thought it would be, but I think right now they're also having some problems too, unfortunately. Like, some people are kind of mad, like, oh, it's like too hard. I'm like, no, that's actually the good part. Like, they have a clear direction how they want the game to be, and I think that's good. Unlike what happened with so many years of Destiny 2. Like, it doesn't really have direction. Oh wow. Okay, maybe yeah, we can kill her before it happens. Good. I don't know if he's no longer able to be broken once he gets over here. And look, today I'm on a little bit earlier. That was the main thing I wanted to say actually earlier. I'm on earlier today. Unlike my usual, it'll be like 30 minutes from now, which I was thinking, like, oh, I just ate, I could just rest. But no, I better just do this. In fact, it'll be a little bit earlier. But yeah, apparently the end game thing for marathon, right, is pretty difficult. And what was it like? Was it you had to get like these certain keys to open this room to be able to fight this one boss and all that, right? But also, I think what that's what to me looks right from just a viewer's standpoint, since I haven't really played it. I think that's cooler like that. I mean, look at raids in Destiny, right? Like the one most accessible raid, what was it? The Root of Nightmares. It's like afterwards, like, oh yeah, we ain't doing that again. So they made all the raids super fucking hard. Like I think honestly, like you should have two versions of the raid. You should have like the hard mode, essentially raid, right? Like the one that's like you put all your mechanics in there. It's fucking difficult part. The then after that raid is beaten on the day one raid, like make it take 12 hours or some shit. Then or 30 hours depending on the person or the group. Then the raid that comes out, you could pick which mode you could either pick like uh the essentially contest mode, right? Raid, or you could just pick the normal raid. Normal raid would just have like a lot of the same mechanics but easier to make it more accessible. Because if you get more people like hyped into the raid where they're able to do it, right? It's gonna make more people play the raid. And just have it also where like you have like the AI, like you have AI teammates, some of them just like, make them strong. And whatever like the main way that the developers thought to beat the raid mechanic, have the NPCs do it. So then people can start learning that way. Because right now, right, you have like a whole content that no one ever fucking touches. That's why I'm thinking like was it Silent Hill? And I mean, technically a lot of scary games do it. They have a version, I mean, Soma did it, right? They have like a story mode where like enemies can kill you, really. Because they're like, I'd rather have people beat the game. Like, if you pick the rare, you can't be getting mad when if you pick easy mode, which a lot of, I won't say a lot, but some of these game journalists do. Pick easy mode and then they get upset. They're like, oh, this game's too easy. Yeah, you put it on easy mode. Like, duh. Yeah, and I mean, maybe those kind of games, right? They need to have like where if you click on easy mode, right, on top of the screen or whatever, right? It just like says like easy mode or something. But never mind, that might be a little too much. That might just be me being, just mean to those kind of person, that kind of person. Because I don't think there's any shame in like beating a game on easy mode, because some games are fucking difficult. I wish Sekiro had an easy mode, but at the same point, I'm glad they don't. Yeah, because when you beat that game, right, you felt like you deserved it. You're like, oh, God, Lord. I think I do need to just beat that game. I got to the owl, and that was the last, as far as I got. Okay. Oh shit, I went really fast. Okay. I think I'll be over here first. Okay, I'm not getting the good stuff. this up. Man. Hopefully. This be it. Okay, I could see how one got through last time. The little fuckers are kind of fast. Faster than I thought. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Time to run. Oh yeah, I was just delayed. But yeah, it's always like when I go back to like no Destiny yapping. Just sad seeing my game Destiny just get destroyed like that when it has so much potential. And there's, I mean, there's clearly like a dedicated fan base and they can just do so much, but it's like, I'm not sure who, or what top people in Bungie just decide like, nah, we're not doing that. I mean, it could be like kind of the people in like in the town where I live at, where like certain companies just like you hire them as, hey, I need like let's say like plumbing work or whatever, right? Like to fix this. They're like, I might be able to come on like Tuesday, but like, bro, I know for a fact that you don't have any customers right now. Like, it's not a busy season, right? And don't you want money? You're like, well, then the one a few towns over, I guess we call it town over. If you was like call their companies and stuff, they just like, okay, we'll be here at this time. Like they just give you like a timeline. He's only in my small town where they like to fuck around and not do that. It's like, and then someone like, man, but you're poor. Like, I thought if my company isn't making money, I would be happy if they did make money. To me, that's what boggles my mind. Yeah, or like they'll come up, oh yeah, to fix our water system, we call this one part group or one company over here close to my town. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna charge you like no $300 if even if we can't fix anything. We'll come and take a look. And us looking at it, right? We're in this fucking town, right? And they're like, yeah, if we look at it, we'll have to charge like 300. I'm like, what the fuck am I paying you for though? I'm like, even the gas is not that much. I mean, maybe now, but at the time, right? No. But yeah, that was to me very bizarre. Then the other company's like, oh no, essentially we'll charge you like this one small amount if no, and they're like they or state or their companies like a little bit farther out. Like, no, we'll trade you like this one like normal amount, and we will essentially like no, since you say it doesn't work, right? Like you will know an answer of why it doesn't work, and if he wants to fix it and further on and all that stuff, then we'll let you know and all that. And they're like, when they found out that it was fucking broken. And they're like, oh yeah, no, we could definitely fix this and all that kind of stuff. Like, oh yeah, we actually fixed in your other neighbors and stuff before, so yeah, no, 100% it's good to go. I'm like, oh okay, cool. Unlike the people closer to my town, which are just trash. I don't know why though. I don't know why, like, some of these small towns, it's like, I know your company does not make a lot of money, like, or this one guy who started up his own company was like just complaining the whole time, like, oh my God, I have to stay up so late and do so many hours of work. I'm like, it's your fucking company, duh. Like, if you're the boss of the company and you just started it, yeah, you're gonna put in some work. Like, are you fucking stupid? Like, I don't get that. Like, why is that person complaining? Oh, I put in a lot of hours. Yeah, you're the boss. Like, unless you're already like, no, working with a company that's like working with millions, right? Yeah. When you're starting up your small business, you're gonna put in some hours. The only good thing is like you're not working for someone, so you're your own boss. But yeah, that was kind of reminding me when I, speaking of like plumbing and getting things fixed, this one guy, that's what this one dude was complaining to me about the whole time. And I was like, bro, I don't care. Like, I'm not asking you for your life story, especially if you're just complaining. Like, me and you ain't cool like that. On the other hand, if me and like whatever, like, no, maintenance person is cool, then yeah, I was like, yeah, just go for it. Tell me your story, bro. Let me hear. Like, this one person was talking about like, no, so yeah, my so, I think daughter works for the CDC or something. And he was just like, no, telling me different stories. Like, oh yeah, I was doing this, and man, like, it kind of sucks and this and so. I'm like, oh yeah, man, like, yeah, there's a lot of crazy people I work with. It's weird. It's like, preach, brother. But yeah, but that guy could do his job, so that's why I was like, I like this guy. He was personable and uh, not saying anything egregious, which is good. Some people get a little too comfortable and they say some like wild stuff, and you're like, I don't know how to react to that. Yeah, I mean, even like, was it oh Lord, I'll tell you this one. Uh, I did have or worked with some people in the healthcare profession that they were telling me some shit. I was like, I don't think healthcare is for you. Telling me like, oh yeah, I don't know. But they're pretty essentially like, no, as they're giving out vaccine, they're anti-vaxxers. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, so what the hell are you giving out? He's like, oh yeah, like sometimes people get was a magnetic because of the vaccines and stuff. I'm like, nah, man, you're just sticky. You might want to take a shower or something. You'll be surprised how many people in healthcare are actually kind of on the stupid side. Not everyone, of course, but sometimes you, like, no, as a person who works with them, you just meet that one person who just says some crazy shit, and you're like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? You know what? I was looking for a certain... I didn't have to look through here. I could just went through life skills. Okay, yeah. I was seeing if I, how many of those rocks I have. I was like, before I start farming them, I should see how many I have and just go and make them. That might be easier. I'm glad I did. Oh, and on another note, people who have families that work in healthcare, I think you guys could all attest to this. Like, if your parent works in healthcare, they're probably the ones that'll probably almost get you killed, like, more so than someone who, as a parent who didn't work in healthcare. They'd be like, oh yeah, just take this, you'll be fine. Later on, the doctor's like, who the fuck gave you this? Are they crazy? And your parents looking over there like, well. It's like, is this person trying to fucking kill you? As I stare at my dad, I was like, what do you think? He's like, I don't know who did that. He crazy? My son crazy? Like, nah, man, you crazy. Or at the same time, when like you get hurt, like even me working in the healthcare field, I tell people that sometimes when like someone be, oh, I'm hurt. I'm like, then just spit on that. I'm like, you're fucking fine. I mean, this is, of course, working in the military. Like, kind of mean like that. How many of these dudes like, oh yeah, no, I could shoot guns. Shoot a gun, get a Beretta bite, fuck their hand up. I was like, oh man, like you're making me waste like bandages on you. I mean, there's quite a few people who got Beretta bites. And there's like certain people, I give them like the full bandage, right? Like, no, to make them feel better. Because I know, like, oh, okay, if I give them the full bandage, they'll feel a little bit better, and it won't, the thing won't bother them, right? Other people, it's like, nah, you get the minimal amount of bandage, and it's like, I'll slap your hand and be like, oh, okay, you good now. Weirdly enough, going to gun shoots and stuff, right? The people who appreciate like the medical people the most are like Marines. They hurt themselves, you help them a little bit, they're like so happy. Then I'm like, oh, thanks. I'm like, oh man, I feel appreciated. At the same time, I never like to go on like a base with a bunch of Marines just because like they're all about like different rules and regulations. I'm not about that. They know more of the regulations than I do. Like, you're not allowed to do this because of this and this and this and this article, this and all that. I'm like, oh, for real? Oh, okay, cool. It's like, why are you so bad at this? I'm like, I am not a very good military person. It's like, yeah, we can fucking tell. I was like, oh, I know. Yeah, if only certain people were online, I could tell that story where they were getting yelled at by like random other people, military people from other branches. I was like, dude, I am not letting someone from a different branch just yell at me. Not like that. They got yelled at. And the same rank too. I was like, you guys are silly. You're standing at attention for this dude yelling at them. Like, for real? Yeah, I was, even though, like, there's certain, like, jobs you could have in the military that's not very military-like. Like, for those who know, like, if you're in submarines or corpsmen, or there's a few other jobs or titles, you don't really get the full military feel, because, like, when you're in your, designated space, you kind of just, like, do whatever. But certain others, like, if you're on, like, a carrier or something, that's when it feels like actual, like you're in the military, or like, as we call them, for submarine people, we call them like the surface crew. Except like, no, like corpsmen, of course, but, yeah, I need to go over here. I think I need to pick the first one. That's what I think I said yesterday. First, then third, or something crazy like that. Yeah. I was never about that rules and regulations. I think Boxot knows more about that than I do, because his team, or his, oh my god, division dealt with that more than I ever did. At one point I knew a lot just because, like, just to kind of like troll one of his superiors, just to troll them. I learned a lot about it just for just be a troll and just mess with them. Like, oh, technically, this regulation says this and this, and I was, yeah, learning something just to be in the dickhead about it. It wasn't just me though. Like, there was another guy that I brought him along for anything with rules and regulations, just because I know he memorized so much of it. So every time I'm about to go do a briefing of something, I bring him along, and when other superiors see me, they're like, oh, fuck, he brought this other guy along with him. That nitpicky, annoying dude. I'm like, hey. On the other hand, I used to have people that I worked with where, like, the guy was very knowledgeable, but he kind of rubbed people the wrong way. So some of the higher ups are like, every time this guy gives a briefing, you better be right next to him. I was like, no, I mean, he knows his stuff. Like, yeah, he knows his stuff, but he just makes me mad. So then, yeah, so this one guy I used to work with, every time he went and tried to do a briefing, I generally have to be over there, or at least on call. Or else, like, no, they'll get really, like, angry. Like, something very easy to, like, it would just be like some kind of easy thing, and this guy, he just talks himself into like, uh, he's not like one of those shy people that talks himself into a corner, not like that. He's like a dude who is very confident, very knowledgeable, but he just rubs people the wrong way. And sometimes I could see it happening in real time, like, hey man, don't say this or whatever, right? Like, you're not that buddy with these guys. Just say your piece and just, no, deadpan, say it, go on with it. He was just not very good at that part. He's like, no, don't worry, it'll be fine. I'm like, it's not going to be. It's like, ah, man. And if he ever watches this, he knows who he is. He knows that he took us to a shady ass pancake slash crepe restaurant in a bad part of the town. And that food was not good enough to go to that kind of part of shady part of town for this food. It's not like those Waffle Houses where like, oh, it's shady and the service is kind of like kind of, you know, but the food is really good. It's not one of those kind of places. On speaking of food, I had another guy. He took me to a curry katsu place in Hawaii. It's a specialty store, and that we spent a lot of money on it. And that curry katsu was trash, and I was very like irritated. I was like, we spent all this money for this gross ass food. Then there's like a cheaper restaurant, not even a restaurant. It was like it's a step above. Was a Panda Express, right? One step above that. But the food, weirdly enough, all the food there was pretty authentic. You know, like they didn't really miss. I mean, the food was mid, right? But the fact that it was very consistently mid, where like, okay, like they don't have anything that's like, oh, this is fucking gross. It's like, oh, it's pretty good. Their whole everything on their menu is like, oh, it's pretty good. I like places like that where like everything on their menu is edible. There's nothing that makes you kind of like wonder like, what the fuck is this, right? And you felt like, and it's quite a bit of food too. So I was like, you know what? It was worth my money. I don't even remember the name of that place. It was not on base though. It was off base, next to like kind of like a was it next to Ruby Tuesday? It might be close. I think a Ruby Tuesday and a Taco Bell was close by. I just remember the Taco Bell one because I used to get the a slushie over there. Like I didn't even get like the Taco Bell. I just bought the slushie. It was really good. It was like a Skittles slushie, I think. I really like that. I'm thinking about it right now. It's like, okay, no. I need to lock in. Oh, wow. Okay. Oof. Didn't think that would appear here already. Okay. But yeah, that food was mid, but it was good. You know, another weird thing is, maybe because I explored more of Guam more, but Guam just has a lot of nice eatery places that were like really good. There's one restaurant that's like, it's actually this one dude's garage. And yeah, damn, he could fucking cook. my god, the fact that they're over here. I don't like this. I don't think I've ever stayed over here that much. Why is this person just over here, RB? It's technically right. It is smart. But I don't think the thing came where it shows me where I'm. Yeah. Oh. I forgot the other person was there too. The one that was like right behind. There's another tree? Okay, good. I'm a tree. Out of all the things to be, I'm glad. No one's. I don't think everyone's going to pay attention to another tree over here. I sure as hell wouldn't. As long as it doesn't train me to something else weird. Okay. So far, I'm good. Oh, that person's back again? Why is that person always from here? No, 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 don't do it. Oh, shit. Hey. No, now, now. Don't do it. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Can I? Oh, shit. The other skill, like, I'm trying to push the button for it and just not doing it. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm kind of fucked. Yeah, that was a better running away area. I just didn't think that one person would just chill out over there and just watch me the whole time. Okay. Yeah, that kind of messed me up. If the buttons worked. I think that other person would be fine. Is the other person just chilling out of here? Am I the only one that got caught? I don't even know. So if that's the case, that is extra sucks. Got my ass. But yeah, today was just a foodie talk. Talking about different food places, how unmilitary-like I am. Even it'd be funny if Burrito jumps on right as I leave, like they've been usually been doing. Right when I'm about to log off, then they jump on. So yeah, this I'll make it quick. Okay, like this, and we'll do the. Yeah, and today's been a little talk about restaurants, mid food, good food. All right, there's a gyoza made by the Ajinomoto or the MSG company of Japan. They have like a pre-made gyoza. And that gyoza is actually very good. And usually for pre-made gyoza, I do not say this, but for this particular brand, it's really good. Next time I'll try to figure out what the name is, and I'll actually tell you guys. But yeah, I think just because Guam was like, I had more free time and I just happened to know more of the locals there, so I was able to get like enjoy the food more. In Hawaii, like I just didn't have a lot of time and I went to the wrong restaurants, so that's the reason why like some of my food journeys over there wasn't as great. But I did really like Guam's food. There's like a lot of different types of stuff you could get, and also the water is warm, like a bathtub, even in the winter. So like you jump in the water, still good. And was yeah, just definitely. I hope you guys, if you guys ever go to Hawaii, I hope you don't end up like me and go to the wrong restaurant and go to the bad katsu curry place. If you could get to the katsu curry, I'm pretty sure they have it on the menu still. This one restaurant that's like, it's an Asian restaurant in between like a Taco Bell and a Ruby Tuesday, I think. That place has like mid food, but all their food is mid and all their food is like just is edible, and you're like, okay, like maybe not the best, but definitely not bad. So like if you want to eat like sometime, like being an Asian person myself, when I want to eat some Asian food, I go there. I'm like, okay, I would not be disappointed if I go here. And honestly, it's like one step above Panda Express. And with that, that has been today's food talk in Blue Protocol. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully earlier, but no, knowing me, it might end up being like a little bit later. By 30 minutes or so later on. But yeah, definitely like and subscribe for this kind of stuff. Oh, all right, bro. Later, man. If you want to hear my talk about different foods, join me tomorrow. And for anyone else who watches later on, you guys have a good one, and you take care. Peace.